Right, good morning ladies and gents, and welcome to Playing in the Captain 2022, I forgot what year it was, here at Ralston Golf Club, and it's nice to see so many of you here this morning. The sun, absolutely beautiful, what a beautiful morning it is this morning, and as I say, the sun always shines on the righteous. And I'm glad there's so many of you here to hear me say at least one thing nice about our captain today. And that is that we're truly fortunate to have a man of his class and stature as captain of the golf club this year. So you're an absolute star. Thank you, boy. I want to wish you and your team all success this year. And remember to enjoy every minute of it, Dougie, because it goes by so fast. Pleasure to, and an honour to give Dougie his captain's gilet rather than jumper.
Right, thanks very much for these very kind words. I'm glad you have said something nice about me, so I'll play that back later on. So, thanks very much for coming here. Absolutely fantastic day. Sorry that Christine can't be here, but you all understand the reasons for that. But I was just thinking, Christine asked me to be vice captain nearly 3 years ago. And if I'd actually known what was going to happen in the last 3 years, the answer would definitely be no. Anyway, we're here now, it's a cracking day. Enjoy yourself today, whatever you're doing, and if you come tonight, we'll have a good time, we'll have a party. So let's get on with it. Thank you. He's not going to do that. Danny, could you not help to finish a wee bit longer?
Right, a very good evening for me. Welcome, very warm welcome from me to Captain's Day 2022. We've had a fantastic day, brilliant weather. I'm just going to get the night underway because you're going to hear, I'm afraid, a lot more from me and Sammy later on. So what I want to do is just introduce my top table. So on my far right, we'll start with the Lady Vice Captain for 2022, Susan Docherty. Next to Susan, fellow council member working on match, Ian Docherty. And just move to my far left, it's Jeff Reid. Jeff Marvin, brain fart, there we go, first one of the night. And we have the Lady Captain for 2022, Liz Martin. Okay, moving on to someone that you're going to hear of a bit later on. It's Sandy Kenny, past captain. I know you well, Sandy, I see. So Sandy has very kindly agreed to stand in tonight for my Vice Captain Brian Wilson, who's away on holiday and sends his sincere apologies. Sitting next to Sandy's lovely wife, Susan. And leaving the best till last, my beautiful wife, Leslie. So the idea is to have a really good night, and just before we serve the meal, I'll just hand over to Liz, who's going to say grace.
May we be granted the grace to accept the short sweetness, the courage to try again, and the wisdom not to throw our club away. As we dine tonight at our captain's table, we give thanks that we're both here and are able.
So I'd like to give a big thank you to Karen, Davey, Nicole, Elaine, Emma, the whole bar and catering team for all the hard work and doing such a splendid job looking after us. Thanks very much. Right, so tonight is all about enjoying yourself with friends, so to that end I'm going to keep my speech short and sweet. Thank you. But before I start, I just need to say something about that first drive. I don't think I've ever been quite so nervous I could hardly put the ball on the tee. And I think the main reason for that is there's a certain individual in this room that has been winding me up about it every time I've seen him in the last 3 months. This person has previous, and you may remember him from council night where he helped me to write my speech to ensure it wasn't funny. It is my significantly older distant cousin, Dougie Grant. So Jackie turned 100 in November last year and drove off on the first tee on his birthday, but sadly passed away a week ago. All our thoughts are with Christine and her family at this time, and I'd like you all to charge your glasses and raise a glass to one of our longest and older members. So the toast is Jackie and absent friends. So it's now my turn to take on the captaincy. I have a great council that are all working hard, and I really appreciate all of your work, time and effort. Most of them are working full time, and it is a commitment they put in on behalf of all the members. For my part, it is a privilege to be captain. Those that know me well know that I'm pretty passionate about most things I do, and I'll bring that to the captaincy. I'm looking forward to the challenge and resolve to give it my absolute best for the benefit of the members. So I've made a few good decisions in my life. One of them was joining Ralston Golf Club. I also made a good decision joining BAM Nuttles 35 years ago and counting. I've had a great career with BAM, taking me to all sorts of places and building infrastructure throughout Scotland and beyond. There is no doubt, however, about the best decision I've made. There's one person that's been with me every step of the way, as Billy Connolly would say. She supports me to the hilt, as she does with her boys, and we're both very proud of. She has a very happy disposition. She needs that to put up with me, by the way. She lights up the room, as of course, the beautiful Leslie. So, there was a competition today, played in glorious sunshine, of course. I thought the golf course was presented absolutely magnificently. And I do need to give a big shout out to a new Greens team led by Andy Orr, with Paul, Scott, Dean, Stevie and Ben. I think they're doing a brilliant job on our behalf. Right, in first place I think you could probably take a good guess who it might be. the new rising stars of winning competitions. Happy to see that the winners of Playing Captain 2022 is Joanne Lynch.
Don't mention Paris. Free ticket. Speed.
Lastly, before I hand over to Sani, I would like to thank Sani for agreeing to stand in and do the vice captain speech. He also stood in for Christy to do the presentation this morning as past captain. As most of you know, Sani is the only guy I know that actually enjoys public speaking. The rest of us, not so much.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Playing of the Captain 2022, or as Dougie likes to call it, his Jubilee weekend. And you touched on there's a wee lady going about with a matching coat and hat that's just cramping his style. So it's lovely also to see the Falkirk crowd, and Dougie's family here as well. I'd like to wish you a great Ralston Golf Club welcome here. And Folkie's older brothers, Gordon and Alistair, are here. Al, as he's called, they're here tonight just to get a bit of background on what we call Young Douglas in this segment. I'm on page 3 of 7, Dougie. And you won't be surprised to learn as older siblings, they're only too happy to oblige. So say, growing up, young Douglas was a precocious, energetic and inquisitive child, which is longhand for saying he was a pain in the arse. And they said that he had a penchant for eating any manner of unusual objects. And one evening during a particular tense game of Scrabble between his mum and dad, young Douglas was sitting on his mummy's knee, as the song goes, and when attention was diverted momentarily, young Douglas reached up and ate all of her Scrabble tiles, like Smarties, all 8 of them. On discovering this, his mum was absolutely horrified, because she knew the next time she changed his nappy, it spelled disaster. But as when it went to primary school, his brother said that young Douglas excelled. He excelled that much that they asked him to repeat a few years. And by the time he left primary school, around about 18, they offered him a job as a Janny. However, young Douglas had loftier ambitions. He studied hard, and he got himself to university on a course to be a civil engineer, as he's alluded to there.
Here.
Then he was crushing it. A student, and then he joined a rock and roll band. Woohoo! Not so much the mild man of rock, more like the mild-mannered man of middle of the roads. And that's not easy to say after you've had 4 pints, I'll tell you. And young Douglas changed his name to Dougie. So Leslie, his darling wife here, sent me loads of information via WhatsApp. 10 pages of a handwritten notes, photographs sent over, and half the asked Leslie, we had a GP all my life. Some of it was legible, and I'm going to try my best to kind of work through this. This is a wee tricky bit here. So Leslie said Dougie is a wonderful dad to his 2 boys. So Craig and Ross are here tonight, and they're with their girlfriends Katie and Sarah. And I have to say, boys, from my own perspective, he is always talking about you. So who was it broke the leg scheme? He said you're a bloody idiot. Now, ladies and gents, it's this time in the evening when I'm contractually obliged to say something nice about Dougie. And for me, that is very, very easy. To quote the great Scottish thinker, Charlie Nicholas, friends-wise, he's a good friend, mate. He's got a great sense of humour, I hope. He is honest, true, and straight to the point, and you won't die wondering what he's thinking, which is a great thing in my book. From the club's perspective, as I mentioned, having been personally involved in grooming Dougie to join the council, for want of a better word, we are truly fortunate to have someone who's intelligent, articulate, and yes, energetic, which is longhand for saying he is a class act. If you pardon the civil engineering analogy, he's building on the foundations of previous councils and introducing a blueprint, a living, breathing, working document that future councils can work to and ensure that the true vision, not the bring up the coefficient, the true vision of this golf club, which is to be the club of choice in this area and the wider area, to enjoy every minute of your tenure as it passes so quickly. And as that other great Scottish thinker said, but pleasures are like poppy spread, you seize the flower, its bloom is shed. Or like snow falls in the river, a moment white, then melts forever. Dougie, I want to sincerely thank you for asking me to be your stand-in vice captain tonight. It's been an honour and a privilege. And ladies and gents, you'll be delighted to know that that is enough nonsense from me. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.
Right, Sammy, thanks very much. Brilliant, as always. 5 minutes, we'll get the tables cleared and we'll get the band started, and then we'll have a party for the next 2 hours. Thank you.
Days when the rain came down in the hollow, I see them playing a new game, dancing and running, hey, hey, skipping and jumping in the misty moonlight. We're going to take you on into Paisley now from Belfast. A song from Fergusley Park.